Will Jesus choose the Christians or the Muslims? In Islam and Christianity, one of the important personality is Jesus, peace be upon him. Although due to different perception about him, there is difference between both religions. However, in Islam, Jesus is considered a mighty prophet of God who had a miraculous birth from Virgin Mary by the will of God. On the other hand, Christians believe in Trinity, where they believe Jesus to be God or Son of God. Let's take a look at this verse from the Bible. In Matthew 7:22, many will say to Jesus in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied and cast out demons in your name and done many wonders in your name? In reply to that, Jesus will say to them, I never knew you. Go away from me, you who practiced lawlessness. Clearly, Jesus is talking to those who used to cast out devils by his name, who used to worship him as God, and Jesus is telling them to go away from him. I know most of the Christians hasn't even came across this verse, as you know nothing about your own book. The church teaches you just few of these verses and misinterpret them to make you believe in Trinity. In this video I have explained one by one all of these verses. You can go and watch it on my channel.
I am firmly convinced that Jesus never talked about himself as God. We have the first three Gospels, Matthew, Mark, and Luke. Most scholars today continue to think that Matthew and Luke had access to some other written source of information that they call Q. Matthew has some materials not found in Mark or Luke, so they say, well, that came from some other sources, and Luke has some material not found in Mark and Luke, so that's other sources. Okay, so you have Matthew, Mark, and Luke, but you also have Q and M, Matthew's special sources, and L, Luke's special sources. If you look at all of that material, Matthew, Mark, Luke, Q, M, and L, all of our earliest sources, where Jesus starts calling himself God is the Gospel of John, our last source. It seems to me completely implausible that 6 authors would describe the sayings of Jesus knowing that he called himself God and neglect to mention that part. And so I think it's completely implausible.
Be sure to watch the video.